Jake, one more fair one here. Where be a local hero. Ni Naka noni will be a Wujian Abakani Aho. Or can credit on what I did she or back to me to more fair or with your fillet.
It was ever one double sheet. After book below of fair lady name. She. You what? One I buy few Ning Bawona, Yagane, no how what in a DNA. What off I want people know about you. Koni Noni walk past Famo, ya be look at what fee, look at what up be now. I walk be now, why not she die? You didn't walk out. You are, you are, you never be able to catch your ears to be to what much like that. Amen.
Kago, what are you, man? Try, Manyaba, you were fair, what be could be. Make any man, or fair, or the no she tamu minute show. Nima show, Nama show. Tamon Watane. Ake Ga body yale, or fair, what in a body yale, your Mantse Masajami. One retrani, or Bafi press conference. Niji Mantse Cron, Nigini, Adamalache would be a Bafi press conference. Few honey. Okay, hele mabi fancy. Ake kaji akechi amele. Ake niga liji adamalache. Ibe eye ni loko etoko faye egbe fan. Wo wonto ni mabi tete fan ale akechi. Niga ye. Ase ba fe press conference. Oni gatete fan. Andale noni ya no. Try, Manyaba.
Mani. Lebine, if any more small, I can walk with you. Be any, okay, we more few ni Dzaase. Kedamo, Woloye, Aham Mambini, Amebotui. Be Kuni Hone Sene no, 1 hour Leakashi, Bemi ni Abwema Dumo, Onyeminu ni Joy, Kevin Taki. Ete Ashanti Mam, Benamenfi. I'm a 25th silver jubilee. Nete as Gamanche. No say no one aga Shanteini, Leon, Eba my name in ete Yangale, Kevin as Gamanche. No G or Dzaase, Wakpaneno, Ungowana. No Lebine, if I ni Yaute to Ganidi Dzaase, if funny, Wakelege money, Abani Wakechon, ni be ni te no me. If we money yo and only te no Yakeshi. Noni te no hi ni ebe imelo nsani ga ketete fana le ake ga Dzaase engono no kenye ba ngbe maka ni press release a few. Okay, press briefing by the Paramount to Dzaase on Wednesday 24th July 2024 concerning recent visit by Otumfuo Osei Tutu II Ashanti to Kevin Taki aka King Taki Tekochulu II in the capacity as the Gam Mantse. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen of the media. The Gam Dzaase is grateful for your response to this invitation, which is to enable them to give a brief on recent visit by self-acclaimed Gam Mantse, Kevin Taki, to the 25th Jubilee Akwesidai of Otumfuo Asantini in Kumasi, and the reciprocal visit to Ghana State by Otumfuo Osei Tutu II Asantini. We first wish to convey our profound congratulations to Asantini on his 25th year celebration of his ascension to the throne of the great golden stool of the Ashanti Kingdom. We wish him well in all his endeavors. Friends of the media, we however wish to express our strong protestation to Otumfuo Asantini for accepting Kevin Taki in the capacity of Gam Mantse to the Akwesidai in Kumasi and a return visit by the king to the Gan state when controversies over the Gan Paramount stool is yet to be resolved by the courts. It is worth of note that a Kumasi High Court on the 11th day of November 2021 ordered the restoration of the name of Ni Taki Adamalache II into the Register of Chiefs as the Gan Mantse by the National House of Chiefs within 40 days of which the National House of Chiefs have appealed against a stay of execution application yet to be determined by the Court of Appeal. We wish to emphatically state that this act is creating enormous impression to mean an endorsement from the Ashanti-Yini, which we vehemently oppose to, since an illegal instrument of Kentucky cannot be rectified by visit of Ashanti-Yini. Section 57, Clause 1 of Act 759 of the Chieftaincy Act 2008 defines a chief as a person hailing from the appropriate family and lineage and has been validly nominated, elected, or selected and installed and skinned or installed Amalache II has satisfied all requirements of installment as enshrined above on his installment 11 June 2011 and gazetted on 24th April 2015. He was chosen from Abolapiamwe to Gan II, Gan Dzaase, and confined in the stool room of the Gan Paramount stool as custom required. From the stool room, he was taken to the beach for customary cleansing in the sea and dressed by Woye, that is fetish priestess, on the head, and afili, which is a traditional beads, on the hand by the Sakumo Wulomo, Numo Gbame III, as demanded by custom. The afili on the hand of Boni Ni Taki Adamalache II was the same one used by late Boni Ni Amugi II. He was then crowned with the Adoafai, that is the Duka hat, by the Asne division of the Gan state, as have been the practice from time immemorial, led by the Asne Dzaase Ni Amakan III, followed by the swearing of oath of fidelity by Niga on Sunday, 11 June 2011 at Amugina to the Manche men, Wulo men, and Mambi after the Gan Dzaase Ni Yaute to God II. Sworn the oath of allegiance to him and followed by the Gbese Manche Ni Ayibote II, the Adontini on behalf of the Manche men, Wulo men, and the people of the Gan state. The Kitakamo, which is the swearing of oath at Amugina, is preceded by the pouring of libation and slaughtering of a cow and sheep by the Nai Wulomo, or in his absence, the Sakumo Wulomo. And Niga sits on the lap of either Nai or Sakumo 3 times, signifying his acceptance as Gamanche from that day. In this case, he sat on the lap of Numo Gbame III, Sakumo Wulomo. Niga was then ushered into Naiwe, Sakumowe, Kolewe, and Krotokowe by the Wulo men and head of Krotokowe as custom demands. Niga finally went to Mangomri, that is the place of sowing of the millet, with Sakumo Wulomo, Numo Gbame III, 3 consecutive years, signifying 3 times as custom demands. This would enable Ni Taki Adamalache II, Gamanche, to perform the customary duties of Sakumo Wulomo during his absence. The customary practices and usage indicates that a Gamanche who goes through these customary rites enumerated above cannot be changed unless the stool abdicates on his own violation or passes on. The question to ask, therefore, is how can Kevin Taki claim to have been installed in 2017 and gazetted on 30th September 2021 when Bonny Taki Adamalache II has neither been installed, abdicated, nor passed on. Kevin Taki was one of the candidates for vetting, but was not picked and had earlier signed on an undertaking to respect and accept whoever is chosen by the Dzaase. Therefore, he can never claim to have been installed later on by one as Mantse. We call on the Nai Ulomo, Sakumo Ulomo, Bese Mantse, and Asene Dzaase, who were all part of the principal actors in the installment of Bonini Taki Adamalache, Mantse, to come out and deny the above revelation if they are not true. Friends of the media, on the visit of Kevin Taki to the Akwesidae in Kumasi, when Madumo Kusum was in place, is unfortunate. By Ghana traditions and custom and culture, a Mantse is both a chief and a traditional priest, that is Ulomo. Since in the absence of the Sakumo Ulomo, he performs the duties of the Ulomo at Sakumowe. However, because Kevin Taki is not the rightful person and conversant with the custom and traditions, he left the Ghana state to the Ashanti kingdom to observe the Akwesidae. This action is sacrilegious to the Ghana custom and traditions, which should be condemned by all well-meaning Ghana men. Finally, we call on the good people of Ghana state to stand resolute and firm to defend the truth in these times of turmoil in our Ghana chieftaincy affairs, as nothing but the truth will come to bear soon. Long live Bonini Taki Adamalache II, Mantse. Long live the Dzaase and Dzaase. Long live the Dzaase and the Dzaase. Long live the Ghana state. Signed Yaote to God II. Friends of the press, we have with us also exhibits of all that we have said. Now, in my hand is the judgment from the Kumasi by the Chief Justice, the Justice that was Frederick Tete, sitting as Justice of the High Court. We also have with me the one of the Kotofai, and also an extract from the Register of Chiefs, the Gazette, which shows that Bonny Taki Adamalache is the Mantse. We also have the normally pictures. This shows that Niga Bonny Taki Adamalache with Numo Bame Sakumulomo having performed the rituals. We also have, that is Niga himself, showing the Kotofai wearing it from the day he was installed as Mantse. Now we have Niga Bonny Taki Adamalache being served with drink from the Nile Ulomo, all indicating that he is the legitimate Mantse. Thank you. Then this is the most, I think, controversial and a serious one. This is the oath of secrecy Kevin signed when they were being vetted by the Dzaase. He signed that anyone who will emerge a winner in the vetting will be. Signed by Kevin Taki. At the vetting, undertaking he made that he will support whoever emerges as the government chair. And I read, Ghana Paramount to Dzaase, vetting and screening of nominated candidates submitted by Abola Piam Royal Ruling House, aspiring to the vacant Ghana Paramount 2. Declaration of fidelity to Ghana Paramount to Dzaase, Abola, Accra. I read, I, Kevin Taki Abia Taki of Abola Piam Royal Ruling House, to my way, having been selected by my family and customary nominated as candidate by Abola Piam Way in its capacity as the present Royal Ruling House. Let's take note. He affirmed that it is the turn of the Abola Piam Way. So he was presented as a candidate from that house. He said that what? Having Piam Way in his capacity as the present Royal Ruling House, vested with powers and authority to nominate candidates for the customary vetting and screening by the Ghana Paramount to Dzaase, constituted by the 4 ruling houses, namely Teko Chuluwe, Taki Komewe, Amugiwe, and Abola Piam, solemnly declare my total fidelity to the process of selection as customary mandated by our custom and usage. 2. I, Kevin Ni Taki Abia Taki, promise to abide by all the rules, constitutions, regulations governing the conduct of the above mentioned vetting and screening process by the Ghana Paramount to Dzaase. 3. I, in my name, Kevin Ni Taki Abia Taki, further pledge to respect faithfully and the decision of the Ghana Paramount 2, which customary and constitutionally is empowered to vet, screen, and elect a successful candidate to ascend onto the Ghana Paramount 2 as the sole legitimate government for the Ghana state in accordance with Ghana customary laws and usage and practices. He respected the Dzaase Council at that time. I, Kevin Taki Abia Taki, solemnly pledge in the name of God and our illustrious ancestors and the Ghana state to duly work, interact with the respect to the Ghana Paramount to Dzaase, comprising the accredited Ghana Dzaase, elders and representatives of the 4 ruling houses. I, Kevin Taki Abia Taki, in my name and honor, promise to accept any other position in the Ghana state, which is the Ghana Paramount to Dzaase, in its noble wisdom, may consider necessary and justified to honor me with in the Ghana state. I further pledge wholeheartedly to use any such position as a platform to collaborate and promote the good deeds of the elected government. I finally agree to abide by declarations stated above as conclusive and binding on me, so help me God. And he put his name, Kevin Taki Abia Taki, signed and gave his telephone number. And he had a witness also from the Abola Piam. So this is the undertaking Kevin took at that time to respect the Ghana Dzaase Council and respect whoever emerges as the government. Thank you. Banobi fe ke cheme ke nyeme ne ba pe bi e. Oshita mo ne kukufoji ke diake. Woche ni di Dzaase che ni yaute Otuga the second. Ke wi mo ko han wo ke amambi. Ye se ne ni bi kumeni ya no ye ga mantelem ni ebehin manalo sa. Ka oba na wala oba kai be mini aduma mi Oulani actually Kevin Taki ngmene ka actually ni te ko chulu the second there e fangbekete Kumasi biamini Ashanti ni ye a 25th anniversary celebration e akwesida ye wo fe wona TV no ke wo jiami ake e fana ni kete jen ye ga kusum ye kelele gboji gamache ni ngma ite shipon ofa agbe eja ke o kwani ni bi aya no ma no ni bebi e keji sakumo beje ni ba tun la ke kuso nsa ni tun bo ma ke gamanche dibo e bo no hu oji sakumo wulomo no ke be oyose shi wonye mi no eni je gamanche ji lewo e final ni kete kumase e aye akwesidaye odase no se wona keshi asantini ni di otumfo ose tutu the second le den che hu se na final ni ke ba gamanem mine wo eba ni eba nga wonye mi no Kevin ni eda machine ye ese na mba kwa ewo le wo ke one ele akechi one direction akechi ni modromo na eye 25 years ye ese no shi na ne fa wa ye no ko fi owe mo ye na ne fa ke ba ni ete Kevin o ke sa aya ke Kevin eje le ti gamanche ni wole wa ye gamanche ni wole atole ni Adama lache the second ni wona akechi ete Kevin o because he ya ka di gamanche mene won ka shante yin ke na ne fa totomo yemi ya ke Kevin eje le di gamanche ji bonitaki Adama lache the second ni no oro la ke ja ke cote Ghana constitution mi ke chieftaincy ate e chon benani chon ni ke aba replacement che afio ke mo egbo alo eke ye don alo apale nani achaki o egbe so fe won yo oda sakeshi ni ti boni taki Adama lache egboko eye ni e ka ko wa keshi eye don ete ko si esen no ni apako lehun lokoloko e chon wa keshi jele ti gamanche sike abomonde ni asha manche ile ye ni Kevin e chon manche ni ni wala ka shanti hini ke manche me ni national amele kusu oduba na amele constitution e kai ko aka ke this is a breach of the constitution this ani ateka me on e ja ke constitution e you clearly 3 grounds no aba choni aba chake manche ni e ko kura bakoye Adama lache beno no wo ke shi esa wo hin ne ke Kevin ne ko ba ka e be mi ni amugi egboni atawo muku aye se efita meni abola pian bi e kebani aka mena kwe ni asha memini atawo moni sa ni ba ye manche efita isi ne ba na gbeni ajusule ni dani ameba ya la ke si kamo alo si tamoni abahala memie ahana me fe ameka menini wowolo no akeshi ameyejo efe ni abaka me moni ba ye kunie amete fe ba fia ese ne ye gamanche ni wolo ni wonye no ke tun onye tun akeshi le ke o la Kevin takine esan eko efe eko yueko monji ken cleanse akeshi eyosi akeshi ni ya ote otogandi je nyon eke ejase fu e amameji gan jase eyose ne ewo sia ke ba be isi ha me ewo sia ke chi no fe no amba tun efise ne ewo sia ke le nche hu e twa fa sia ke e ba fi money aba wo ese no te ba le ten ni mene ni eye kuni ni mokokro ye kuni ni Adama lache ye kuni ni ake sen ale ne ye manche aka setle efi kusu fence and efi te ba le ten ni mene Kevin fu ene be ko 2017 awole kamanche le nche we wi mo mi tun akeshi eba ya abola pia mi gba mi like bien because eshe abola pia mi wo bia akeshi maybe abola pia be ye tani wo te ko tulu bi e ba na mi yo e ke totomo pimba e akeshi wo ji ami kele nche wi mo da se yo tun akeshi te ko tulu bi ami no eshe ni ametus le no e ba ya mi gbe ami njele pa ametus me ejwe na ha ashami na halami ni bonitaki Adama lache leji moni yekuni na kesen hale no game won ta onele akeshi nibi ni ya no engo ga Dzaase na engo wo manche ni di bonitaki Adama lache na no menegbe na ga Dzaase nfa megbe mi ka me yue no ko ye e ba fe ton be no ni ya no amekpene no wo pene ko no na mekpene no me na mekpene no wo manche yelie abola mpia mbia no ehye na abola mpia mbie ke me ba na halami ni achus mo community bonitaki Adama lache no sani anmelegbe ne ye manche leji ga manche ni wole wo be ga manche ko klon no no ni ano ehi e to ani o manya abrao
Apo ani wo
ojúgbà ní wọ́n gbé kalẹ̀ ní wọ́n ojúgbà ní wọ́n gbé kalẹ̀ náà. Bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe mo bẹ̀ ní mbọ̀ ìnáwó balẹ̀ sí emu kẹ́bi ẹ̀ṣẹ̀ ẹ̀kẹ́ hàn wọ nyere adọ́.
Ṣẹ̀yẹ Dzaase kò mẹ́tò bẹ́ẹ̀ ayọ̀ abẹ́ẹ̀yọ̀ na abẹ́ẹ̀tẹ̀ ni mo fẹ́ mo náà jẹ́ ruling house tẹ̀ mí yẹn òfin ọ̀gàn Dzaase nu ewọ́ ó yẹ ẹgbẹ́ káàfọ́bù ẹ̀ náà ó bá join ni ó bá gbódì ọ̀mù ṣé àtò èkó okòrò nìkan Dzaase ni wọ́n yọ ọ̀yẹ̀ gan ní nonú ntò takíyàdé máa làjẹ́ nonú wọ́n bá nínú akẹ́jẹ́ blema nu ewọ́ ọmọ kọ́ jẹsẹ̀ náà yà fẹ́ nu kó okòrò ẹ̀ jẹ́ Dzaase ni ẹ̀jẹ̀ àkẹ́ Dzaase ẹ̀kúnmí kò mẹ́tò pẹ́ tọ̀nbọ̀ ní ẹ̀yọ́ ọ̀ma nfẹ́ mà náà ẹ̀ kò mẹ́tò pẹ́ wọ̀yọ̀ nọ mẹ́ni jẹsẹ̀ mẹ́ náà mímú kẹ gọ́ọ̀mẹ̀ntì mi bí náà kẹ wọ́ kẹ ẹ̀fìn takìyẹ jẹ́ ẹ̀gàn Dzaase ni jẹ́ kùsùn pápá dùn àmì ẹ̀jọ̀ rẹ̀ ju kẹ fún ní ìní lọ́wọ́ mi ta mi wọ̀ fẹ́ wọlé akẹ Dzaase ẹ̀ afẹ́ ẹ̀yọ̀ náà fẹ́ tẹ̀ fẹ́ kúrì kò mẹ́tò báyọ̀ ahun kàṣí náà mẹ́.
Kẹ́jì àbáwọ̀ wò Mantse awọ wo tumi yẹ sẹ́nsiyan ẹni bẹ̀rẹ̀mà sẹ́nsiyan yọ jẹ́ ma wọ wo tumi yẹ ṣé awọ wo tumi yẹ dáa kuma mọ̀kọ́ private house náà wọ wo tumi yẹ jẹ́ mẹ́ náà kẹ́ ajẹ́bù náà kẹ́ bùdí ka Mantse wọ́yẹ́ wọ̀ wọ́ mi wọ́yẹ́ wọ̀ wọ́ mi káwa wọ Mantse àbáwọ̀ wo tumi yẹ sẹ́nsiyan nika wo butumi agbena akọba ya nṣọ na bọdẹ akali ato wọ ṣé moto ne awolẹ tumi yẹ dakuma moko private house le ta saato no wọ mita ni kan kẹtẹkẹ mẹfẹ amẹna amẹle amẹ lórí yaanu
akọmọ ẹ̀dá nìkọ́ kẹtọ bolu mi yẹ ibà tọwọ yìí wọ mi ẹ ma kpawọ kan mẹ kẹ gán dangbe bi fẹẹ fa yi aka ame tọ ame tui nsi tọmọbọ náà ame tọ náà ame tui sikọ nọ mi yẹ o nọ mi yẹ yi wa dọn.
Fíò ní mi ta o ma yue ní gàtẹ̀tẹ̀ kẹtẹ̀tẹ̀ anu akẹ́sì ní wọ kẹ́ẹ̀fù náà sẹ́yìn náà mẹ́yìn àni kẹ́ẹ̀fù náà ebò àmàmà ní akẹ́sì akẹ́kọ̀ọ́ aka eye Mantse si eye apil lo ebò àmàmà ní ẹ̀ lọ ní wọ ẹ̀tsọ́ ẹ̀gá Mantse náà mẹ́yìn ẹ̀sẹ̀ pì yẹ ní wọ ewé bí ẹ abilẹ̀.
Yoo tsɛmɛkɛ nyɛmɛfɛn wɔkɛ wɔsani baba wa biɛ wɔnda mɔfɛn mɔtsɛmɛ ni mɛkɛ n'a mɛ fɛn ni ba yoo Dzaase kɛ woloma lɔ yɛ kɛ TV bi fɛn ni ba kɛ nyɛlɛ dɔ nye bɔn amɔdɛ ni kɛ wie mɔ ne eya maa mi ni mɛ eya kɛ si kɛ amele anukwalɛ anukwalɛ ma ni ame yi ame yi nɔni ya nɔ eyi ni ehani gan yasɛ gbɛdza tó ɛdzi kadza abɔla pia mi na ya tán. Eke mo fẹ́ mo ye tu di second no ake te ko chulu no mi ngene ko no wache te ko abola pia mi she asha ya mede to anu manyaba
no ni yo sisi je e na gbe no amro na enu wo she wo ni tumo wo ke ba na gbe no wo ba da wo wo kan lo shi ojugba wo ba da press bi e fe shi ojugba mẹ́rin bá yẹ o Dzaase kẹ́nọ́ fẹ́ no nǹkan yẹ fẹ́ níbà yẹ o Dzaase yẹ wọ́n da mọ̀ fẹ́ mọ̀ sí ni mọ̀ fẹ́ mọ̀ ọ́n bá nu yẹ mọ̀ náà nọ́nà kan yẹ bí alo nọ́nà yọ yẹ wọ́n kpa fa yẹ kọ́ nu sisi yẹ alo nọ́nà yọ ọ́ ní ọ̀nà mi yẹ bọ́ ọmọdé ní o tí o bẹ́ńkẹ́ kó ná gbà mí ojú.
ooo ọ̀tá kẹ̀kẹ́ ọ̀bẹ wá. Tawanyaba ye wo fe wo gbe kobe ucheme ye iwadom nyeme ye fe ye iwadom aka ngana gbene ni wo chenye aka wo fe press conference ni wo ke pele game ahie ni amen nano ni ya no ye ga dede ye kun ye kwe ye ba fata wo yi wo fe no ni sa ni wo fe wo gbe na pepepe o ba shi bi e ka ya wo shi an ata me gbe wo tra choji ami me gbe o nye ami na ji ana che wo fe bo je cheke wo fe a se wo je ye shu di ka ji wo je actually iko nwe wo ke shida ni be na gbe a bu ko di wo tra manyewa che me nyeme mi de hwe wo yi
So something good, Kanamari, Suman Gunu, you know what they're showing. Manchester, you know,